292-677666. You want a horse? Link Claudia Davis, man. You want a piece of land? She a the real big woman. Miss Davis, she a the real big woman. Which she coulda never go wrong with she. You can put horse and a van through she. You can put here call and then Miss D a the real big woman. Which she coulda never go wrong with she. You can put horse and a van through she. You can put here call and she tell me pre-smart pre-better. Get your own damn place so you prefer it. Baby wife of you sign up letter. NHT them a real trend setter. Plus me don't get a youth of a member. My son just on table in December. And she look construction too. She will build your house for you and you get it well rendered. Baby, she a the real big woman. Which she coulda never go wrong with she. You can put house and a van through she. You can put here call and then Miss D a the real big woman. Which she coulda never go wrong with she. You can put house and a van through she. You can put here call and she not start it and left you there. Me a tell your brother yes she well prepared. And if you're meeting enough farmer bangarang, she give you lawyer brother pay your fear. She a the best RST agent. She help the need if you stop pay rent. They don't care bad mind them just give me strength by steel and gravel and black and cement house. Now me house that I build up on the high me a save some me money gone up in the sky from. Maybe Claudia me say me nah lie bang. Have money and me pocket never giant. Me swear for me life say me son him have to fly so. Hypocrite pagan while we die. No can't stop Claudia Davis don't try. Every day another house gone. Miss Davis, she a the real big woman. Which she coulda never go wrong with she. You can put house and a van through she. You can put here call and then Miss D a the real big woman. Which she coulda never go wrong with she. You can put house and a van through she. You can put here call and yeah man. You know. Claudia Davis, pick up yourself. That's a like, subscribe, and share. Claudia Davis, and get your house anywhere. Just keep it clear without no fear.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Miss Davis should be with us shortly. All right, let's see who we have online. The first person is My Serenity. Hi, morning. Morning, Lexi G and Currency Walk. Nakujav, hi, morning. Happy Sunday to you as well. Alea, good morning. Hi, Monica. Hi, Joy. Hi, Sherelle. Good morning. Mom is actually here. She should be with us shortly. So we're just taking a few minutes to wait for her. Morning, Anne. Morning, Alea. Good morning, everyone. I see most of the women are up early. Oh, I tell you, I had the roughest night sleeping. For some reason, I was feeling very tired, so I went to bed at about 8 o'clock. Maybe call it 7:30 because it felt early. And then I woke up at 1 o'clock. And could I go back to sleep? No matter, I read the most boring book ever, didn't fall asleep. I tried to watch some TV, couldn't fall asleep. Tried to scroll on the phone, couldn't fall asleep. I was just in and out. My Serenity says, Tony, I've watched your videos on your other channel. Can't wait to see more. Yes, I am working on putting out some more videos. I was actually very busy this week, but I think the busyness has gone now. Well, I'm hoping. What happened? We're doing a renovation, trying to meet a deadline for September 1, which was at the last week there, and we didn't meet it, so there was a little finishing up of stuff, grill work, painting, putting on a door, and it was just a lot of back and forth. But we're finally finished. I actually celebrated my birthday this week as well, September 2nd. So blessings to have another year behind me and looking forward to another one, you know. But I will produce some more videos on my private channel because I do recognize the importance of speaking about it. A few persons have actually reached out to me on WhatsApp, so I do know it's important to talk about it. So I will continue to do so. Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wish. Thank you. You know what I realized too? I'm not really one to celebrate my birthday. I might do a cake here and there, but I generally don't celebrate my birthday. I just feel like as I got older, by the time your age drop off the calendar, as you say, you kind of not celebrate it as like for me it's almost like a fear factor in not celebrating it. Like, yes, I'm happy that I've gotten through to another birthday, but at the same time, I feel like I'm closer to the end than the start. And so there's like this, I'm not sure if anybody else gets it, but there's this feeling that comes across every time my birthday gets close. I'm kind of like, have I done enough? Have I done enough of what I want to do? Have I made enough impact in my life and in my friends' lives? And is there more I should have done more I should do going forward, etc. So it's always, my birthday is always like a time for a lot of reflection and worry. Is not necessarily the most happiest day of my life. I actually more look forward to my nephew's birthdays because I feel like they're at the stage where every birthday is such a huge milestone in their growth and achievement, while mine is almost like the opposite. But I'm rambling. Mom, welcome. Everyone is wishing me happy belated birthday.
Okay, yes, happy belated birthday. As usual, I actually forgot about the birthday. As Tony, I heard Tony say, well, more remember Xander's Evan's birthdays now. Because I guess it's all about them right now in our household. We have been through the mill. We have already run the gauntlet, as they would say.
Mhm.
And we have come out on the other side. So therefore, we need to ensure that they also have strong foundations, and so that the opportunity to run the gauntlet is here for everybody. So we are here now to make sure that they have a strong foundation from which to start running that gauntlet. So the birthdays are more about them. Actually, Xander's is next month in October. What day again, Tony?
I want to
10?
say the 15th or the
Oh,
16th. Is that
and
the
I'm
15th or
the
the
10th.
16th?
I don't
I
keep
think
those
it's
days in my head, just the month itself.
right.
Because that's when I need to activate myself in the month itself. So yes, Tony, happy belated birthday. Well, I did tell you happy birthday later on in the day when I actually remembered.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, but one of the things with the birthdays I've found is to accomplish at least one thing for the year. That way you can give yourself a pat on the back, eh? Accomplish at least one thing, just one thing. Whatever your one thing is, could be that you want to get married. It could be that you want to lose some weight. You want to go back to school to learn something. I try to learn one thing every year, at least one thing. And I try to do at least one thing every year. So for me, this year it's my books, right? I am
Mhm.
in August, September. Yo, I only managed to bounce out one, and I should have bounced out three. So I have to speed up now, Tony. The speed
Both, 3 books in 1 year was a bit ambitious, but
of ambition. But I always do it over the top, over the top.
yeah.
If you're not
That's
gonna blow it out of the water, go home, man. Go home. Go big or go home. So at least with the 3 goals, the 3 book goals, I did one at least, So I am sitting on the branch of the tree. I don't reach a treetop yet, much less the sky. So therefore, I know, but just set at least one main thing that you need to accomplish for the year, so that when your year turns to your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, if you get there, you can say, yes, I did that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Don't just drift around. I think Tony's main goal has been for the past 2 years,
3.
3 years has been having a baby. But you need to add some other goals to that, man.
I do. I added my book goal to it.
Oh, you added your book goal. How far are you? Halfway?
Yeah, I'm at chapter 11 of maybe 23 chapters.
Oh, great.
Here.
So you're halfway. So you're aiming to finish December 31st like myself. Wishful thinking. But I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. I don't know about you, but I'm going to get there. So set the goal. Back in the day, I had a goal of wanting to buy a piece of real estate every birthday. That goal has kind of waned. If you do it more than once, kind of get boring. So you have to set new goals. Not only does it get boring, but it gets automatic, right? So right now, if I really manage to write these 3 books for the year, I will be so versed in writing the books now that next year I could probably bounce out 6 of those books. Because as you learn the ropes, as you run the gauntlet, you learn your mistakes, you learn what to do, you learn what not to do. So it gets easier. And that is the truth with everything, every single thing. The start is always the most difficult. Doing the first one is the most difficult. After that, easy peasy. 1, 2, 3. Tony.
Mm-hmm.
So like I added a goal this week. So my goal I added this week was no flour products. I am 3 days in. This is my 3rd day. I did well yesterday. Yesterday I did well, and the day before I did well. So this is my 3rd day in. So I've had to substitute plantains and breadfruit for bread. It's seasonal. Right now we're struggling with plantains and the breadfruit.
But what I want to ask you, Mom, and I haven't read your book that you're reading, so I'm wondering.
I'm reading Fit for Life, everybody. I'm reading Fit for Life by Harvey and Marilyn Diamond. That's the book I read. That's the book I read. So they need to lose some weight. Oops, I think I lost connection. Tony, am I still on?
You're still on. It's just dragging.
Dragging. Okay. Years ago,
Right.
when I wanted to get pregnant, talking about near 30 years ago, 1994, went to the doctor and he told me that, Claudia, you have to lose the weight because your stress level is high. You're not gonna get pregnant if you're what's it called, Tony? Cortisol?
Yeah.
Tony getting familiar with that now. That hormone, if it's high, produce a lot of stress in the body, a lot of inflammation, can't get pregnant. And I went to the bookstore, Bookland, and I picked up that book. It's called Fit for Life by Harvey and Marilyn Diamond. I think that those are the authors. I read the book. Again, I did everything in the book. So that book is like my Richest Man in Babylon book, where I did absolutely everything. And I literally really dropped the pounds in like 6 months. I dropped it. Went from like 170 all the way down to like 130 pounds. Then voila, I got pregnant. So it's the same book I'm reading now. And I told Tony that is a trick. So I said, you're going to have to read this book. And if you really want to lose this weight, because one of the things about losing weight is that you have to be motivated for it, like for any goal whatsoever. If you're not motivated, you have to find the why. Why do I want to lose this weight? Why do I want to write the book? Why do I want to buy a house? Why do I want to get married? What is the why? The why is powerful. You will do it. For me, at the time, the why was powerful because I wanted to have another child, right? So I set out on this journey and I really got it, narrowed it down, found the man and everything. It was like a whole thing. So, you really have to set the goals, everybody. Find the people who can help you. Find the books, study the books, and so on. All right? Back to you.
I wanted to ask you,
Mm.
the plantain and the breadfruit, are those starch?
All right, so it depends on where you catch it. So when the plantain ripens, really ripe like a banana, it is now a fruit. It is now a fruit, right? But if it's anywhere near half, sometimes I like the plantain soggy. So I just drop it in the pot and it kind of soggy, mushy. It's really overripe, as Jamaicans said, overripe. But that is not a fruit. It's ripe. You can really eat plantain like how you eat banana, right? So the more ripe it is the less that's what it's supposed to. So when it is a green plantain or a green banana, it's full of starch, right? At that point.
So question.
But when it's really a fruit, it should really be a fruit, just like a mango or what else is a fruit? A mango, any one of those things.
What I'm trying to get from your mom. So if I'm eating plantain or breadfruit, I must have it with callaloo, pop chow, cabbage. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't replace rice.
It replaces rice because rice is a starch. So pretend it is a starch and have it with a veg.
But I can't. Can I have the fish and the breadfruit together, or that's no starch and protein?
That's no starch and protein. So what Tony is coming off is the same premise in the book Fit for Life, which teaches us that the reason why we're not losing the weight, or piling on the pounds, is because we're eating starch and protein together. So when you eat rice and peas and rice and peas and chicken, dumpling and curry chicken, stewed peas with spinners, all of that is starch and protein. The meat is a protein and the starch is the flour or the yam or the cassava, those things, right? What they're saying is, from your biology, those of you with biology, you know that to break down a protein, you need an acid enzyme to break it down. And to break down a starch, you need an alkaline to break it down. However, when you put acid enzyme and starch enzyme together, they will neutralize each other. So therefore, when you put the chicken in your stomach, the body will sense the acid thing to break it down. When you put the dumpling in your stomach same time, or the rice and the peas in your stomach same time, then with the chicken, so rice and peas and chicken, you are now telling the body, oh, I've starch and I have protein in my stomach to digest. So the body is going to send acid. It's also going to send alkaline. When it sends both to the stomach, it neutralizes. They neutralize each other. So what he's saying that, listen, this thing is not digesting in your body. It's not. And it goes down and goes through to your intestines and all of that. It's not. And when it comes out at the other end, it's actually rotten food, rotten because it did not digest. And that is why you have the smell, right? So what they're saying is, if you're he says only vegetables can be digested in either medium. So what they're suggesting is have the protein with a veg. So if you're going to eat chicken, you're going to eat chicken, don't put no flour on the chicken because that is flour, that is starch and protein same way. So have your baked chicken or your jerk chicken or whatever else, barbecue chicken, whatever, without flour. Have it with callaloo, cabbage, pop chow, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, you name it, whatever vegetable is in season. Have that. Then maybe at the next sitting, you can now have your rice and peas. So rice and peas go well together. They're both starches. So rice and peas, rice and gungo peas, rice and red peas, whatever peas, rice and beans, rice and butter beans, da, 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 da. Have it with a vegetable. And they also say that in the morning you're eliminating. So in the mornings you're only to have fruits. No matter when you just start out, you feel so hungry. It happened to me. When you just start with the fruits thing in the morning, you're hungry, you're hungry, you're hungry. But just eat any amount of food you want to eat. Just eat it. After a while, it peters off. And some mornings you find you only eat 2 oranges. Your body is eliminated in the mornings. So he wants you only to have fruits, not to interrupt the body's natural process of elimination in the morning. So right at 12 o'clock fruits, 12 o'clock have your lunch, but and dinner down in the evening, but remember the combination. And in between that, your snacks are like nuts, the same fruits, but not processed things. And that's stuff that them bake and tell you this is a nut bar or this is a whatever bar, those things. Cut out all of that. So right now, I am trying to cut all of that. So in the morning, I did have, which fruit did I have in the morning? I'm trying to remember what was here. Or something simple though. Banana. Right. And then I struggled through. I took Xander's even to their extra class, came back, and I had broccoli with, I bought some jerk chicken in supermarkets. I had broccoli with jerk chicken, with purple onion and tomato and cucumbers. Is it quite nice? And then guess what?
What?
I did not eat for the rest of the day, not Tony. I don't know how that was possible, guys. But I know we were at the airport and we bought a tall water, which my daughter Rachel, because I said, Rachel, how do I know this is what this 8 glasses of water? Because that's what they're telling me to drink. She says, Mom, look at this bottle. It says this is 6 bottles, 6 water, 6 servings of water. So when you drink this tall up bottle, you have already drank 6 servings. I said, oh, good. So all I need to do is drink the tall up bottle every day. And then I know I would have ping pong with another water maybe in the morning or the evening, so I would have gotten my 8. Nice.
So a question.
They're saying no coffee. If you're on coffee, you have an addiction to caffeine. All of those
Vices.
what they're based, and there's a very nice sandwich. They call it the Goodwich sandwich, which is actually your bread with avocado, pear, lettuce, tomato. They have that in the book. They call it a Goodwich sandwich. So like for me now, I want to stay away from the flour, which is wheat flour, but I can still have other flour like spelled flour, cornmeal, coconut flour, and so on. So what I have to do if I really want to have the flavored product like bread, I am to look for a bread that is not made of wheat flour. And there's actually a good one in our supermarket. It's gluten-free, made locally, but the bread is $3,500 totally. So I bought it about a couple times. It tastes really nice. But I really have to figure out, do I really want this bread so badly that I'm going to spend $3,500 on the bread, right? Or I have to think to myself, listen, man, this is like me buying any other thing, buying a book, putting gas in my car, all these things. So, Tony,
Mm.
and my car can lick 3,500 gas in a one day. Trust me on that. So, cassava or bami. Oh yes, my serenity. I just saw that pop up in front of me. Cassava or bami. Yes, I can add that too. True. Bami is there. Is in Jamaica all year round. That's true. So if I don't have the plantain or the breadfruit, I can roll with cassava, with bami. Bami. We don't get cassava like that. I don't see cassava. Oh, I don't even, I never think I'm ever eating cassava. Cassava. But certainly bami. Yes, good. Tony. So I see a substitute there, Tony, too. Can have bami.
I don't
Yeah.
like bami, so there is no way I'm gonna eat the raw version of cassava. Ugh.
Yeah, but you can eat bami, man. You can soak your bami in coconut milk.
I don't like bami. No
I
matter
don't like
what,
bami.
soaking, frying, steaming, it's awful.
Right. So you have a roll with your plantain and your breadfruit when it's there.
I
When it's
rather
not
eat
there,
lettuce than eat a bami.
rather eat what?
A lettuce.
The only lettuce I eat is romaine lettuce, nothing else. All right. So do we? You have it? What? You have any questions yet, Tony? We're so far into this now, rambling around.
My
But
serenity has
the
a
Fit for
question.
Life. If you want to buy a book, buy the Fit for Life. If you're on a weight loss journey as well, I'm trying to get on this journey now because my knees are not cooperating with this body weight any longer. It's crying out. Davis, do something, do something. Claudia, do something. So I can't play.
The
So
question
I am.
is, what is the process of forming a strata?
Oh, you need a lawyer for that, man. Or so to read that. There's a strata act.
Have you
It's
ever
just
found
like
one
forming
more?
a debt. And you can lean on the Companies Office of Jamaica as well. Let's see if it's there. It's not difficult, but the thing is, why you might want to lean on a lawyer, and you need lawyers who deal with that type of thing, is that you need to make sure you have the proper clauses in the bylaws and so on. Understand? So for this one, I would say lean on a lawyer, but get a lawyer who they have done it before, meaning they have sold strata developments. They have put the strata in place. Lean on a lawyer for that, because there's so many things that can go wrong with forming on the strata. So many things you can forget to put in there, and then it bites you down in the back end.
Lexi G says if you eat the carbohydrates at the end of the meal, it is less likely to spike your insulin levels.
It's not about spiking the insulin levels when I'm reading Fit for Life book. It's more about the combination of what it is that you have put in your stomach to digest. It's all about the digestion process, right? That's what it is all about. And remember, they speak about natural foods. So the more you stick closer to the foods that are grown on trees, or grown in the ground, or grown on vines, then you're less likely to have problems about watching insulin levels, right? When we were younger, as children, we had, especially children that grew up in the country, their diet was fruits, all the fruits on the trees that they could find. They just pick them and eat them, right? Another part of children's diet is usually an egg from a chicken that's roaming around in them yard, right? Yeah, usually. Also, when we were younger, our mother used to make us cornmeal porridge, which cornmeal is coming straight from a corn, meal from the corn, right? and they would add their coconut milk, which is again grated from a real coconut, and put in there. When we were cooking rice and peas, we use a real coconut and grate it, put the juice in the thing. Nowadays we use powdered packets of coconut milk, and if you read it, it does say high fructose syrup. It does say added this, added that, you name it, as a Tony laughing. But if what I've found that if we stick to just the things grown in the ground, things on the vines and the things on the trees to eat and put in our bodies, we will be so much better off. So I'm trying to get to that stage, which is why I am happy that for the homestead group that's going to start. Looking forward to that. Hopefully we can find this river property sooner than later.
Wait, I'm laughing because I was in the supermarket yesterday and I was trying to buy something, and I started looking at the drinks we've been drinking, and I was like, if this man says no fructose, no sugar, whatever, I ended up coming up with a bottle of water. There was literally nothing there in the supermarket that wasn't processed or had sugar or any of those colored things that I could buy.
Mm-hmm. Nothing,
Yeah.
literally nothing.
Orange juice, and I say, okay, this is orange juice.
Mm-hmm. And then it says juice from concentrate, or it's boy. I bet you really just buy the $100 orange from the man. When the man say, you say, how much of the orange? And him say $100, you gonna say, ouch. I could have buy a box juice $170, but seriously, I bet they bargain with the man and take 2 orange, make him peel it, and you eat that, get the juice, get the roughage and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm trying my best to like today I'm going on the North Coast. I have to figure out early what am I gonna do. So I've kind of figured out cheese, get a quarter leg and thigh, a salad with that. The salad, I run with the chicken alone and keep it moving. When I see the men on the road, they usually have fruits, all kind of fruits. So I'll hang out with those fruits on the road, and that's it. So we have to figure it out, everybody. Figure it out. Part of the thing with eating with us now is convenience, right? You want it now. So I'm learning to use my water as my filler instead of every minute drawing for a juice. So my go-to drink beverages now are coconut water and water.
Corinzy says, need my coffee in the morning. And my Serenity says, James says, great topics, Miss Claudia. And my Serenity says, what about coffee or tea in the morning?
Tea. Well, you have to go with tea. As I said, stick to the sources. So the thing with the coffee is the processing and the caffeine. In the coffee, yes, they have decaffeinated now, but go and read the book on what he says about it. Now, chocolate, cocoa, those things. We grow those things in Jamaica. Remember, you still can buy it in the supermarket where your mother would have boiled the chocolate, and you see the little thing rise up at the top, and then she put in the coconut milk or whatever for it to be really nice, or the whole milk from the cow, straight from the cow. You have to go to the source, everybody. If the closer you are to the source, the better. So if your food, one of the things I'm saying now, if the food coming in a packet, if it's seal wrap and pretty label and all these like if you want to eat banana chips, you can fry the banana chips yourself.
Okay, basically, if they have to put it on a packet and tell you what's in it, you can't eat it.
If what?
If they have to tell you what's in it, you can't eat it.
You can't eat it.
When you go to the supermarket and buy lettuce, it just says lettuce. But if it has 2 or 3 or 10 ingredients on it, basically you can't eat it.
Can't eat it. Basically, you shouldn't eat it. You understand? It's just too many things gone through too many processes. It's like beans. Beans in a tin. All the beans in a tin, them have them dry beans in the supermarket. You can literally take up a shovel and buy a pound of the same beans in the supermarket. The gungo peas, the red peas, all of those still come as dry beans. And those things are so easy to plant. I make them run on your fence and whatever. You're ready, you go pick some peas and go throw it in your pot. So that's what we really need to get back to. A lot of our lifestyle diseases, I understand, having started doing the reading here now. So I'm doing that kind of reading in the background now of the types of foods, how they're grown, and so on, in preparation, of course, for the homestead. Because I'm like that. I study the thing before I get into it. That's how I am. I study. When I wanted to go into construction, studied it, right? I went into school to study. So right now, in the homestead with agriculture, I have to go find the case school and find. I've started asking around already what kind of courses, what they do, and all of that. Because I have to immerse myself in it so I understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Miss Kimmy wants to know how much can you expect to lose if you do this for a month? First, I think you have to do this for 3 months, right? For your body to run through all the waste and everything. I don't think it's a 1 month journey.
Yeah, you know,
1 month is you just getting.
You lose the water
eating.
content if you do it for a month, for sure. Yeah, but you have to do some little mild exercise as well, like walking. You have to get your cells moving. So do some walking. I used to do some jump roping, but I can't jump rope again because of my knees. But at that time I bought a skip and I skipped in my living room at that time. A young man by the name of Ziminis, he was at my office. He was the one who told me about jump roping because he had used that to.
And she's gone. I wonder what happened. Let's see. Wonder if her computer died. Mom, you went offline.
I went offline. Am I back? Yes.
Yes, you're back. Yeah.
I was saying fruits in the morning. Then and melon, if you're gonna eat melon, eat it first thing, right? So it goes through. Melon first thing. If you're having a digestive problem, eat pawpaw first thing in the morning. So I learned that from a nutritionist by the name of Tahiti when I was Tahutu. What's it pronounced, Tony?
Tahiti.
I was having acid reflux. So he was the one who gave me that. So you flaxseed in the middle of your pawpaw. So take out the seeds of the pawpaw, put ground flaxseed in the middle, mix it up and eat that every morning on an empty stomach. Within about 2 weeks, you're good. Acid reflux gone. But don't get back to your bad habits. Just continue with your fruits and so on.
What's Ezekiel bread? Is that the cassava?
What is what?
Beverly Colley says Ezekiel bread. And Lexi is saying that you should bake your own bread.
Oh my God! You know what?
Bake your own bread.
Bake my own bread. Put it this way. Put it this way. Look at it this way. So I found a bread that I can actually eat, coconut, made from coconut flour, in the supermarket for 3,500. The bread has 10 slices in it. So technically, I can have 2 slices for 5 days. Technically. So I'm paying like $350 a slice. That's all. My math's good. $3,500, $350 a slice, $700. So per day, $700. Now I have to say to myself, what is my rate of earning? What is my rate of earning? Is my rate of earning enough that I can afford to eat bread that's going to cost me $700 per day? No, that's the question. And is my rate of earning faster? So, in other words, eating this bread is my rate of earnings faster. That's one. Two, is it ultra important to my health? Is this bread something that is contributing a major thing to my health? Is it really? Is it? Can it be substituted? If it is, can it be substituted? Remember, the bread is also a processed product, right?
Mhm.
The breadfruit, the plantain, the cassava, least processed. Because I'm sure that bread have other things. It have preservative, it have some sugar in it, refined sugar in it. It have other things. So just maybe I may want to say to myself, you know something, $700 for 2 slices of bread every morning, not worth it. Right? Although I'm paying $150 for one planting now, but
Planting is worth it.
the planting might be worth it. Yeah.
You know, a lot of plantings have to grow.
I know, right? So out in Portland, we have lots of suckers out there. So I'm going to jump in my vehicle. I'm going to get the suckers. I already calling somebody who I know have a pick up. I said, come here, we're going to get them suckers here because we're going to replant them in St. Catherine where we are. They're just there wasted on the land, and we're about to go through with the roads anyway. We're going to survey for the roads. I'm going to see what's in the roadway and get them down, try to preserve some of the planting suckers and the palm suckers. I'm trying to do that.
Alea says you can remove gluten from your flour mix with warm water.
Really? But that's only if you really want to cook flour.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Or just give up the flour.
Yeah. One of the things with these things is discipline in the mind. Your mind has to be stronger than the rest of your body. Your mind must be the strongest part of your body.
Your mind also has to be stronger than the people around you.
Yeah.
You like people to push their bad habits onto you, you know.
Yeah. Your mind was stronger than people around you. Good point, too. Yes, it's true. That is so true.
Cheryl says, do you have a cleaning company that you can recommend? I need someone to do an initial cleaning of my house after doing some renovation. So much dust.
Manpower. Call
They do
manpower.
residential too?
Hmm?
They do residential as well.
Yeah, man. They're the ones I know of. Oh, there was another one.
What's the name of the company?
We met them out at A Vista.
What was the name?
Met them out at A Vista. They cleaned the tile. I saw them clean the tile. That was all messed up, and they did a bang up job. I can tell you. I'm trying to remember. Who did I send it to?
You send it to somebody?
Yes, I sent it to another developer. And I was telling him to use them because that development had problems with tiles as well. When I saw it, I was like, wow, I did a good job.
You found
You know,
it?
everything is about, I'm trying to find it. Everything is about what you use, you know. You don't use the right tools and so on,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to happen. I have to use the right tools for everything. I found it. They're called, I have their van, Envirotech. All right, I'm gonna send the van to you too. Yeah. Oh, you can put it up on the screen, right? Yes.
Oh, you can Google them. ENVIRO Tech Chemical Services. They actually have a website.
Put up the van, Tony. Put up the van. Make sure it's the same number. Let me see. I think foggy 92472 45 Dunrobin Avenue, is there?
Yeah. Yeah, 4510 Dunrobin Avenue, Envirotech Properties Limited.
Yeah, so
Primary business is providing janitorial property maintenance to each client. And
yeah, they're called on the van Envirotech Properties Limited. They offer sanitizing, surface sanitization services, commercial cleaning, residential cleaning, household items, pest control, fixtures, and so on. Yeah, I saw a cleaning job that they did out at A Vista, which is an apartment complex that Putin is selling out in Mandeville. Anybody interested in an apartment out there, let me know. What's the price now? Let me see if I can grab the price on those. Oh, that's one apartment I wish I'd bought as well. Boy, sometimes it just makes some things miss you.
my serenity is saying, what have you seen missing from stratas that come back to bite you in the butt?
What about things? People can sue you for a lot of things. So, like, one of the main things is the quorum that's used to push through things, right? So if you have a
What?
1,000 unit strata and the quorum to push through any changes is only 50, that can come back to bite you. Because 950 persons can now sue to say, come on, 50 persons is not representative of the community, right? So that can come back to bite you. There are just so many things, but that's one of the ones that will persons sue on many things. And if you have something in there that's contrary to what's on title. So suppose it says on your title, no fence or hedging over 5 feet. And then strata decide to put no fence or hedging over 3 feet. That can come back to bite you.
My serenity says, no, we use coconut powder, poison.
Don't you hear that? So stop by. Poison. That girl is poison.
Things that we do for convenience don't even make sense again.
Don't even make sense. I tell you, really.
My serenity says to make your own juice.
Make your own coconut juice with blenders and those things. Now, my thing though with the coconut, my handyman Rambo is offering to go to the market for me on the weekends. But the coconut have a comeback ox and cut up. People in the market stop selling coconut oil because people like me don't know if I go chop and broke the coconut for no wall and no hammer or whatever.
Not only that, so that generation of people who know how to do that is dying out.
Yeah. I don't need to ox out the coconut, man, and cut it up and put it in the bag and sell me. So if the coconut was $100, sell me for $200 now that you cut it up, man. Right? And that way too, I can see that it's good and fresh and nice, right? So do that, man. So when I come home, I have that in my freezer, I want some coconut milk, I just put that in my blender, boom, juice right
What
away.
do you do with the water?
Hmm?
What do you do with the water?
I can't chew the water, I don't need the water. I want coconut water, I buy a jelly.
I hear you.
Yeah. Coconut
saying
coconut oil is only the best if it's cold pressed, or like how our ancestors did it, where they boiled it.
Oh.
You're picking up those coconut oils from off the shelf in the supermarket. You need to go read it. Some of them do say bleached and this and all manner of evil. I'm wondering what on earth they need to do all of that to the coconut. I tried that cold press thing one time with coconut. It was about 3 coconut. I get like a teaspoon of oil. Think about it. If you can pick up the coconut oil in the supermarket for $1,000, $1,500, you know, I get the coconut oil. Them add other things to that to bring it up to coconut oil. No.
Just the smell of it.
You have to go in the market and look for the lady where grate the coconut, put it for boil, and extract the oil. Or in Jamaica, we can go to the coconut board as well and purchase the coconut oil, cold press. As I say, Tony want to sleep, man.
Yeah, I've been awake since 1 o'clock.
Ouch. Tony, our height levels seem to be 2 different heights. You notice what's going on?
Yeah, I'm falling back in my chair.
No.
All right. So, my Serenity says, have you heard of Devil's Claw supplement for arthritis?
No, but I'm telling us I'm reading now. But listen now. All of them supplement, there's placebo, you know, quite frankly. Truth is, anything, yeah, I've been reading. So anything, I think of the same Neil diet, Harvey Diamond, and them tell me. And them, or is our next book. Anything with itis, at the end of it is inflammation. So if you have conjunctivitis, inflammation of the eye, right? You have arthritis, inflammation of the joints. Which other itis you have, everybody? Put it in the chat. All the rest are itis. Anything into the itis at the end is inflammation. The body builds inflammation in the body. How? So the body is recognizing that, hey, around what I have. Set blood cells there to help sort it out. But sometimes it ends up as saying too much because in your system, like what I found is that the weak part of your system is where the inflammation is gonna gather. So like for me, it's my joints, my knees. Somebody else, it might be their eyes. Somebody, it might be their heart, right? So the weak part is where this inflammation is gonna end up. So for like, Tony, which one of the itis you have? You have an itis? You have anything to end with itis?
No, I don't think so.
Right, all right. So,
but every time I get sick, it's always my midsection, like my uterus. That's where it hurts first.
Right. So for you, that's your weak point, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what and I read somewhere else that what they're saying is that excess inflammation, the body is going to send it somewhere. I have to send it somewhere, you know. So they usually say it sends it to, like for me, it sends it to my joints, right? So I have to get rid of the inflammation. So if devil's claws is a herb that reduces inflammation, the inflammatory response in the body, and some person's inflammatory response is high, so it goes up and it don't come down, which is what's happening to me now. It goes up high. So I may have been going through a stress period, I may have gotten an injury, whatever it is. My hormone is out of whack, inflammation climbing, not coming down. Because usually this will happen in a crisis in the body, right? But like for me, it goes up, it don't come down. I'm gonna try and get rid of it. Sinusitis, yes, that is your sinus being inflamed. But what happens when you go to the doctor? They're trying to cover the symptom. So the symptom of arthritis is pain in the knees.
I just realized my endometriosis is that inflammation.
Right. So you have to understand that the inflammation in the body is what's causing the problem. Now, the body naturally ever produce inflammation to correct certain things around the place. So you have to try now to ease out some of the inflammation. You can do it with food, with herbs, yes, with spices, yes. So one of the spices that we use for inflammation is turmeric and ginger.
Mhm.
We use those well with inflammation.
I hear the devil's claw is a herb, mom.
Yeah, it's a herb. So we can do it with spices, with herbs, and with food, right?
Mhm.
So that's what basically they're saying. Yes.
Oh, here's a question. Andrew wants to know, good morning, Miss Davis. Question, I paid my property tax online in 2019. I had to print the receipt and email it to the tax officer for it to be credited to my account. I still have to do it this way.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
I'm
We
not
pay
sure why.
property tax online all the time. We don't have to do it. We don't have to email them receipt for
Mm-mm.
it to be
It
credited.
normally shows up within 3 days. The reflection of the payment usually shows up in about 3 days
Tony
on
and
the
Dragon.
system. Oh, sorry.
Right. Yeah, it usually shows up 3 days. So I'm not sure why that is happening with yours.
Are you trying to pay from overseas, like an overseas credit card? But sometimes these overseas cards don't accept payments on local platforms, you know. My
So they
surrender
lose it.
says the type of oil is a problem. No veggies never make vegetable oil.
Yeah. It's like I see some other oils in the supermarket, avocado oil. I'm like, where are they getting so much avocado to make oil? I don't trust those. Um, no, I don't know how they make corn oil, avocado oil, palm oil, olive oil, all these things. I have no clue, but I do know how coconut oil is made. So really stick to what you know, right?
Mhm.
And they do, and as I tell you, if the coconut oil is commercialized in the supermarket, chances are you're not getting no coconut oil. Go in the market and buy it from little lady, or go to coconut board and buy it, right?
Mhm. Sharika says, try rebounding, Miss D. You
Rebounding
still
with my knee. My knee can't. I'm gonna reach up on the rebounding. I think
you still
rebounding is
get
like
a
what
full
Donna ever have at
workout
school. That's a
without
trampoline.
friction on your joints. Get a rebounder slash trampoline. They have mini ones for home workout. Yeah, I've seen the mini ones.
Yeah, I've seen the mini ones. I think Zana's ever have them at their schools too. But
Mm.
I don't think my knee will cooperate at all with the
Can do
jumping.
a fun activity with you and the boys.
All right, then, but I bounce off, eh?
Andrea wants to know, can you recommend a good property surveyor for a property in Kingston?
Yeah, I can recommend El Figo Harris. Put the name number in the chat, Tony. Oh, I was looking for the price for the A Vista. So the studio is 151,000 US approximately for a studio, and there are 580 square feet. 580, yeah, square feet. Yeah, 580 square feet. 151,029. So, Tony, you ready for the articles? Any more questions? I see so Alicia is putting up some Aliyah. She says castor oil removes inflammation use on joints. Castor oil. So Aliyah, do you put the castor oil directly onto the knee? Tell me yes or no. Do you put the castor oil directly onto the knee? So it's a castor oil removes inflammation use on joints. Put cloves in your water or tea, detoxes the liver and body. Use these remedies and researchers are now confirming great results. Okay, so put cloves in my water. Oh, 3 cloves. Actually, I have cloves in my closet.
In your closet?
I just put cloves in my water and drink it all day, right? Yeah, we have cloves from when was it you or Rachel was doing something with cloves last year?
Probably Rachel. I know when I used to do castor oil, I used to heat it up, rub it on my abdomen, and then I put a cloth over it, a warm cloth over it for about an hour, and then a hot water to keep it warm. It reduces pain, yeah.
Are you trying to reduce pain? So it was doing something then.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was just the hot water or if the castor oil was actually doing anything. But I only did it when I was in Mobay because that's when I got to the market and got real castor oil. I wasn't able to find it when I was in Kingston.
Okay. When you call Mr. Harris, remember to use my name. Any more questions before we get into the article?
No, we can get into the article.
Oh, hold on. I see Hurricane Gilbert says morning.
Oh, good morning. How would one go about cutting off a piece of their land to sell it?
Oh, first thing you need is a surveyor. First person. You need a surveyor like Elfika Harris. Tell him what you want to cut off, and he will do what's called a pre-check diagram. Then when you do the pre-check, then you will go through the process of subdivision. They submit it to the parish council, who will say yes or no. And then, so if it's under 9 lots, everybody, parish council straight. Send them the diagram that Mr. Elfika Harris would have done. They approve it, say yes, and then the next move is to the titles office. Or to the stamp office first. You have to fill out the form, take it to the stamp office, stamp it, then you go to the titles office, and the person get the title off your title. Hurricane Gilbert, I hope I explained it. Call Elfika, he's the first step. He has to do the diagram, the pre-check diagram. So you're gonna show him where you want to cut off and he. So the survey is the first step here. So Aliyah says I must rub it in. That's I guess rubbing the castor oil. And put just drop the cloves in my drink. All right, no problem. I hope it have a nice taste, Aliyah.
Is it cloves that put in sorrel or pimento? There's something they put in sorrel to make it like ferment. I can't remember if it's
pimento.
Cloves or it's pimento.
Pimento, yeah. Cloves. You might can put cloves too, you know. I know they put cloves on ham though.
Oh.
Bring it onto the screen so I can see it. All right, so we're going to look at our article is from NHT first. We see too much. I'm not seeing the top. All right, let me see if I can pick it up from my end.
See the top now?
Yes. So this is from the National Housing Trust urges Jamaicans to prioritize home ownership. Office of the Prime Minister. I'm seeing it, but it's so tiny. All right, so here's a story. Assistant General Manager of Corporate Communications and Public Affairs at the National Housing Trust, Dwayne Burbick, has urged Jamaicans to prioritize homeownership as a key strategy for wealth creation. Speaking at a recent Build Wealth conference at the AC Marriott Hotel in Kingston, Mr. Burbick stressed that individuals should not postpone their purchase in pursuit of a dream home. Yes, and I agree with him. Do not postpone the purchase, right? The key to building wealth through real estate is starting as early as possible. Property appreciates rapidly. Do not pass up on viable options in the hopes of one day purchasing that dream home. Start small. Start where you can. Because the longer you wait, the more challenging and costly it may be to enter the market. That is so true. We're seeing persons now coming to us to purchase, and it's like it's almost too late. Just too much scrambling has to be going on to be able to purchase the property. Mr. Burbick also reinforced that National Housing Trust is enhancing housing accessibility through several new initiatives aimed at expanding opportunities for young adults. Among the most notable is the recent policy shift that ensures that at least 10% of housing solutions in the NHD's current housing plan are reserved for contributors under 35. I don't know how successful that will be, to be honest with you, because the persons under 35 are not ready to buy a home. You, Tony?
No, man, there's a few there that are ready.
A few, this is what you said? A few. But the
Yeah,
majority are not ready.
Yeah, but he doesn't need the majority because it's only 10% he's saving back.
So you're saying they build 1,500 houses, only 150. They can't find that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you look at it from that perspective, they will. But if they were trying to find 1,500 under 35-year-olds to buy into a project, it's not gonna happen.
They'll find it, man. When here in the Palmetto Pines, about we have a good portion of contributors who are under 35.
About what you would say, about 50%?
No, maybe about 30%.
About what?
About 30% of them.
30. About 30% are under 35.
Yeah, just get married, just have first child, just 2-3 years into them work.
Right.
Young people. Yeah.
Right. But what Mr. Burbick is trying to tell us is that they're to get into the real estate market earlier. So something like a Palmetto Pines where you're going to need some energy to go build your house and all of that. We should be seeing more young persons. It shouldn't just be 30%. We should have at least 70% of the scheme being young people.
But what I realized a lot of young persons are buying, it's out of real necessity. Like they're joining with a parent because they're really trying to stabilize the parent.
They're trying to stabilize their parent.
Yeah.
Right. So, I don't know. So therefore, again, if you buy early, you don't have to wait on your children to come and stabilize you. It should be you stabilizing your children. But you can only do that if you buy early. So that when your child comes up now ready to buy, you already have a house, so you can now give them a deposit. You can do so many things. You're earning money. You can join with them for qualification in banks and so on. It should be the other way around. We shouldn't have to wait for our children to come and stabilize us, right?
Only we're in a quote unquote young society, so we still do have a lot of that generation that needs to stabilize their parents because
Yes,
their parents just didn't get the education.
to know that they're to stabilize themselves,
Yeah, we're still in that growing mode.
right? But even like now, when I look at Xana's even climbing my walls and dirtying it up, and one yesterday they did a number in the bathroom. They did a number yesterday.
I'm surprised they didn't flood you out.
Their mother was downstairs with them. I went up to take a little nap. Of course, the TV was on and all of that, and I'm dozing in and out. When I hear this thing like water, actually, I thought it was rain at first. Jump up, I hear the water. Get up, go down the passage. When I look, these two boys have the water on and they're catching the water, throwing it all over the place. One is standing on the toilet, one is standing on his chair, and they're carrying on. Soaked to the bone, the whole bathroom wet up all in the passage with the laminate floor wet up. I just turned back because I wasn't gonna if I know if I went in that bathroom, the old fashioned way make a deal with them. Two clap to them bottom. But you know what I'm saying? Claudia comment. So I turn around, shouted to their mother, and I actually raise up she because I'm saying, how could you let these children escape you? You're watching them. Oh, you could let them escape you. Right? Oh, mom, I thought you were upstairs and you were watching them. I say, really? I'm in my bed. You know? So I have to remind her that if she's sending them upstairs, she's to call out to me, let me know that they're coming up and ensure that I'm in a position to watch them, right? And I think to myself, man, oh man, it's a good thing to only living off who own a house because me I tell you, so not landlord nor rented in no place, man. None. When I see them, I'm gonna see them do the nonsense. Landlord nor rented in no way, man. But this is the thing, parents, we have to stabilize ourselves first. Because the truth is, if you don't stabilize yourself first, you can't do it for anybody else, right? So even when persons come to me, they're old, I say, I'm doing it for my children, I'm doing it for my children. I say, you have always said no. I said, well, let's say you're doing it for yourself. The truth is, if you do it for yourself, you can't do it for them one day. So let us get to the home ownership earlier, everybody. What else is he saying? Additionally, the introduction of the home starter, yes, which allows contributors to purchase one-bedroom starter apartments with an option to sell back to the NHT within 15 years. Yes, that's good because after 15 years, them are 15 plus, you can now go in and get another loan. So I guess what they're saying is, if you started out buying a one-bedroom starter apartment, now what I'm not sure of is if the starter apartment is on the old market or if it is one of their units. But he's saying that you have the option to sell back that to the NHT within 15 years and again get another loan and move it on again.
I think it's NHT apartment.
I think so. This flexibility provides a pathway for individuals to access new loans for subsequent property purchases. Yes. Current developments under this program include projects in Vineyard Town and Howard Avenue, St. Andrew, with plans for additional houses in Barracks Road, St. James. The Assistant General Manager assured that the NHT remains committed to serving its diverse contributor base. We understand that a house is more than four walls and a roof. It's an opportunity to transform your life and that of your family. It is for that reason that the NHT maintains the lowest rate on the market, Mr. Berwick explained. He pointed out that approximately 70% of NHG contributors access their mortgages at the 0% interest rate. Are you serious? 70%? So why don't go for the loan? And those who have accessed the mortgage at the trust's highest rate of 5% are still well below the average market rate. But of course, with interest rates now climb up to 10%, NHT at 5% is like a no-brainer. Real estate is one of the best investment decisions individuals can make in their lifetime, and the NHT makes it possible, said Mr. Burby. The NHT is also prioritizing the construction of affordable housing initiatives like the External Mortgage Finance Program, EMFP, which was introduced in 2023, leverage the power of financial institutions to enhance the supply of NHT mortgages and free up funds for the reinvestment in development of additional housing solutions. Yes. So that program is good in the one sense, bad in the other sense. Good in that the banks are now giving the portion of the NHT support that they would have given. So that 7.5, the bank is now giving that. Good. However, so it frees up the NHT's money for them to go and build affordable houses. That's good. But on the other side, persons who normally would not have faced the bank now must face the bank. So you must have your ducks lined up. You must have now your financial statements, especially those who are self-employed. Self-employed must face the banks. What income bracket does not face the bank? What income bracket goes straight to NHT, Tony? Those earning how much again?
I can't remember. There's a figure.
I'm looking it up. All right, so if you're earning under a certain amount, you will go straight to the National Housing Trust. But if your earnings are X, I think it's 30,000 a week, you know. Memory serves me right.
Yeah, 30,000 a week.
Right, 30,000 a week. You earn less than 30,000 a week, you're gonna go straight to the NHT for your loan. You earn more than 30,000 a week, you go into the banks. Which is why I suggest if you earn 30,000 a week, is like 120,000 a month. If you're earning 120,000 a month and under, you can buy something, everybody. You just need to go and get your loan from the National Housing Trust. Better yet, come and buy a land in Palmetto Pines and then take your loan and build your one-bedroom studio. Your one-bedroom house. Take the rest of the money and come build your one-bedroom house. Jam in that and then move it along again. The earlier you buy and stop paying rent, the better off you are. And when you have children, you can help them. Now, those of you who know me long enough know I had Tony when I was 17. That did not stop me from buying a house. Just the same. First house I bought was when I deposited when I was 22, moved in when I was 23. Didn't stop me. I went to university same way. Marky, I went on a scholarship. I bought a car same way. Marky, I bought a 1970 VW Bug for $50,000. Tony, and then I had to beg some tires and beg some insurance money for it. But
did not stop you.
I had to beg Rachel's father. Let me tell you the truth. I had to beg Rachel's father because he told me that, listen, if you only have $50,000, you're not ready to buy a car. But you know me already, me have to go over the top, you know, me not listen to him. Go buy my VW Bug. But when the report came back, it said it needed 4 tires and insurance. So the insurance is $15,000. I need 4 tires, must be $8,000.
But you know what I realized?
I had to lock my tail and pick up the phone and call him and say, hey.
People don't like to help you start, but they like to help you finish.
They don't like what?
They don't like to help you start, but they like to help you finish.
Yes, yes. You must start. This is a thing that people don't understand. I was coming through the toll yesterday, and a young man said, hey, you too. He said, Palmetto Pines still have land? I said, yes. I said, why haven't you come to buy your land? He says, I don't have the money, I don't have the deposit. I said, pick up the phone and call me. Pick up the phone and call me. People with $0 pick up the phone and call me. I'm going to walk them through it, show them how to get the money, where to get the money. Is all around you, everybody. The money is all around you. All right? But what it is, you have to take the first step. You have to take the first step. Knock, and the door will be open. Ask, and it will be given unto you. Seek, and you will find. It is the first step that's important. And the first step can simply be coming to look at the Palmetto Pines land. Can also be as simple as Go into National Housing Trust and find out how much you qualify for. Or go online. Go into the portal and say, yes, I qualify for that amount. It can be as simple as walking into a bank. I remember when I was trying to buy an apartment, Tony and I looked at it today on a Sunday. I saw it in the Gleaner. I said, come, Tony, we jump on a taxi and we go down there because I never had a car at the time. That was an Oxford Manor apartment. Tony, remember? You remember? And I didn't have any money. Can also be as simple as going to look at the place. I didn't have any money. When I went there, as dumpy as it was, I knew that I wanted to buy it. Why I knew? Because I was looking in the Gleaner for weeks. I was looking at other places. I knew the price. I was doing the homework. I was taking the steps that I needed to do. And the Monday morning, I walked into Scotia. I said, Scotia, the man go to the loans officer, big and bold, you know. I plop down in them seat. I said, listen. I said, I say, apartment don't want to buy now. I need if you give me 300,000 if you got deposit on it. No. The man start to laugh.
And people don't realize the power of them pay slip, you know. They just sit down there and get the pay slip every month and don't realize that.
I don't realize say, okay, I use it. I went in there and said, I need 300,000. So where you work?
Just more market money.
And I never have no money, no bank, nothing. And the man said, well, I can't give you what they call a demand loan, 300,000. He said, what are the interest rate? Create some crazy figure to me at the time. I said, I don't even want, you might tell me the interest rate. I said, no. I said, I don't want to know the interest rate. I just want you to give me the money, 300,000. And he gave me the 300,000. The place was 2.8 million. I deposited the 280,000 on the place. And I can tell you the rest is history. I went to Jamaica National for the loan. I never ever got Scotia for the loan. I got to Jamaica National for the loan. They gave me the loan. But this time, they never have credit bureau still, so them don't even know somebody have loan at Scotia. Now, them time they could have rolled because you could have get a 3 loan one time, right? And I got the loan from JN to buy the place. But me and Tony stepping at the place now for clean up now. Say, yeah, man, we're going to rent now. Come in. No, the rental in New Kingston now. US dollar, them are renting now. Ah, Jesus, right in the bathroom, one man named Mr. Hawk from downstairs, run, come. You wetting up my place. You wet. Go down to Mr. Hawk place and look up in the bathroom. It was raining in the man's apartment. Raining, literally. That was why. Because the New Kingston apartments at the time were being sold for $4 million, right? So when I saw this one for 2.8, that was why I got up and jumped because I said, yeah, man, a good buy. Now I knew why the lady wanted to get rid of the place.
But it was still a good buy because it did not cost us $2 million to fix that leak.
No, I went and borrowed another 300,000 from Jamaica National, gutted the bathroom. No, when we went back upstairs and looked, I said, but we don't see the leak. The man, them have silicone and putty and everything, all white cement all over the place. I'm going to call my plumber at the time, Johnny. I'm going to say, Johnny, we got the bathroom, got the kitchen too, boy. I could just got everything. 300,000 I spent, got in the bathroom, got in the kitchen, changing out even the windows. And the mistake, so those of you with baths, right? When you start to have a leak in the bath underneath, so you have a second floor leaking underneath, or you're in an apartment, leak is happening underneath. Usually it is the bath waste that is cracked. The bath waste, right? The constant standing in the bath and the movement of the bath and all that cracked the waste. So that's what happened. And the plumber couldn't figure it out. The plumber should have really just recommended that she got the just got right where the bath is. Just take out the bath, let's see what the problem is. But they didn't, and the lady sold the place at 2.8 million. So we bought it. We ended up selling it back for 6.5 million. It was about 4 years later. So it's the first step that counts. The universe is there to help you. But a lot of you, your faith is weak. That's what I call it. Very weak faith. I mean, you don't believe that, oh, you know, this can happen to me. You don't believe. And this is where the challenge lies. The challenge does not lie in the complexity of the situation or what it is that you're trying to achieve. It's simple. All you're trying to do is buy an apartment or buy a house. That's one, two, three, right?
But it's not even that their faith is weak enough. Their faith in themselves
Is weak. Yeah.
In themselves. Because when it comes to home ownership, it really has to do with yourself and the steps that you make, because it's not a difficult thing to achieve.
No, it's not. And the universe is there to help you. Everybody's there to help you.
Government
When the
programs
persons come to me and say, Miss Davis, I don't have no money, but they make the first step though. Them come look for the place. I always admire that. You know? And I have a lot of stories to tell you of people that come to me with just nothing and say, we have a deposit now. It's you don't have nothing, but you must still look. I'm gonna say, all right, so this is where now you pick up yourself and start the work now. Start the walk now. You're gonna make a list now. And you call every Tom, Dick, or Harry, you know. Because I can tell you, once you make the step, the universe is gonna open up and help you. That's just life. It's gonna open up and help you, right?
All right, Sharika had a question.
I know. Go ahead.
How different is a survey report and pegging of land? When a surveyor does a survey report for mortgage, does it include putting in pegs?
No, it doesn't. The surveyor is doing what's called a surveyor's ID. No, but I lot, so I know. I think we have lost connection. Tony is frozen on the screen.
I'm not frozen, but you're frozen. Mom, you lost connection. Mom? Mom?
You're frozen. Yes, you're frozen. Oh, you're back.
Yeah,
you are frozen yawning a while ago. Tony, you are frozen yawning. You need some ginseng.
You were the one that frozen.
Huh?
You were the one that's frozen.
No, I saw you frozen yawning.
Yeah, but no.
I guess we were both frozen. So the question I was answering was about the surveyor. So surveyor's ID is what the surveyor does when you're in the bank. What he's doing is identifying the parcel for the bank. He's saying, yes, this property exists on the ground. Yes, it doesn't have any breaches, or yes, it has some breaches, and so on. That's what he's doing, identifying the property on land, on the ground for the bank, confirming that it exists. All right? And no, they don't usually put in the pegs. So if it's land, you want to ask them what's the cost to put in the pegs. You also want to probably go with the surveyor to make, if it's land, to correctly identify your pegs and your mark. They might put buckle over them, or you put stick, or you put pipe or spray, whatever. But you want to make sure you yourself know where these pegs are, right? But that's what it is. So the surveyor that does survey identification, survey pegging, recheck diagrams, and so on. Any more questions?
Currency says, yes, start early and don't put it off. Buy as soon as you can. I know so many depressing stories. Buy what you can. Yes, Currency.
This is Hurricane Gilbert saying, it's the NHD money can't buy anything at Palmetto Pines. Why not?
Most of the people at Palmetto Pines using NHD.
Your map is up to date, Tony. Bring up the map.
Sure.
Can you make it bigger?
Mm-hmm.
So the yellow is what's under contract already. Everything in yellow is already under contract. Anything in purple is under offer. So 6.5 is the cheapest lot we have. Show me a 6.5, Tony.
709 and 697.
All right. So those are 6.5 million. Then we get up the top and we're into the 7.5s. Let's me go to the top.
Eight 803, 809, 828.
All right. So the purple is what again? On the offer, okay. So anything in blue is available. So you do have some 7.5s and some 6.5s.
Anything is available.
What?
Green is available.
Blue is available, yeah. The light blue is available.
It's green.
It's green. Oh, it's green? Oh, it's a kind of teal. Oh,
Yeah.
teal is available. All right.
Currency Walk says parents in our community who don't build any wealth contribute to the poverty in their families. Their kids then have to take care of 3 generations.
Oh, hold on. I didn't finish answering the question. So Palmetto Pines, 6.5 million. Let's go to the NHT. Oh, NHT don't have a calculator. Do they still have a calculator?
I recall.
Go to your loan amortization.
Yeah.
So let's just say you're borrowing for NHT, the maximum you can get for land is 3.5. So if you're buying, so let's just say somebody borrows 3.5. No, you have to make a deposit. So the deposit is 5%. All right. So it is 6.5 times 95% financing that the NHT is going to give you. So the NHT is going to give you 6,175,000 and you are going to find $325,000. All right, that's what you're going to be find. That's what you will find. Then you're going to now say 2 of you joining. So let us say, do you have a calculator with, let us say your loan is buying. You're going to get 3.5 from NHT. Calculate 3.5 NHT. You're under 30, so you're getting 40-year loan. And the interest rate, let us say you're a high income earner, so you're getting 5% deposit. How much is the monthly payment?
$16,876.
16,876.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and they're gonna borrow the rest from the bank, which from NHT. So they're borrowing They're borrowing 2,675,000 from the bank. 2,675,000 from the bank. How much is their payback?
How much the bank give you for land loan? 15 years?
No. Someone give the 30, but let's put it at 20. I think NCB is 20 and VM is 20.
What's the interest rate now?
Let's say it's 9%.
$24,067.
24,000 0 what?
67.
064?
67.67.
Okay. All right. So they would have bought the land. So remember, they put in 325,000, and then she gave them 3.5, and they went to the bank and get 2.675. Let's just say they're a couple, or mother and daughter, son and daughter, whatever. So one is borrowing 3.675. The first person will pay 6. I'm sure somebody here is going to get that 0%. How much is it?
Breaking.
Remove it 20 years and put. Yeah, leave it 20 years, but put it at, no, NHA give you longer. NHA will give you at least 30, 40 years. Put it at 40 years at 1%, because most of the persons are getting it at 0. Let's calculate it at 1. One of these persons here, I'm sure, will be getting it at 0, or somewhere there. So they're going to pay monthly for the additional 2,675. So let us assume the lower income earner is going to get, they're taking the 3.5 million from the higher income earner at the 5%. So that person is paying 16,876, 6,000, that's 16,876. This person now, who is a lower income earner, will get it at 1%, and they're paying 6,763.90. Let's change the 40 years to 30 years because they may be older. How much you pay?
8,603.
So they pay 8,603. All right. So the two scenarios: one where you're going into a loan, borrowing it from the bank. One where you're joining with somebody. So as you can see, more advantageous if you join with if you join with your mother, your father, sister, your brother, your child, and so on. 876 plus 8603.90. So the second set of persons, they're going to pay 25,479.90 for their loan. And the first person who's going into a loan, 16,876 plus 24,067, because they're borrowing from the bank. So their land loan is 40,943. All right, don't end there. NHT can give them an additional, the person going to the bank, NHT can give them an additional 4 million because the total loan is 7.5. So let us say them say, you know something, Miss Davis, I just want to build, it's me alone. I just want to build myself a studio house. Take my 4 million and build a studio house. Okay, what's the loan on the 4 million, Tony, at 5%?
At 30 years, it is 21,472,000.
21,472,000.
Yeah, 21.
0.86. They take the 4 million. This is the person with the first scenario. So the first scenario, their total loan now. So they have built a studio house. They took from the bank and they took the money from NHT. So they took 7.5 from NHT and 2.675 from the bank itself. So it's now 40,943.69 plus 21,472.86. And I'm working this out for the person who's an NHT money can bill. Not NHT money can bill your studio house. All right, so let us say the person who is now taking the NHT, both of them, still a couple, but they're also saying, Ms. Davis, I will build myself a 1-bedroom as opposed to a studio house. So a studio house will just be 4 walls. You have your bedroom, your bathroom, and your kitchen in the 4 walls, right? Something similar to what we sold at when we're selling. We have one selling right now, which is out in Clarendon. What's it called again, Tony? Longville Park. I sold one back day in Old Harbor. You saw us bring up that in Old Harbor. That's what you call a studio house. It's just a single house, 4 walls. Your kitchenette and your bathroom is inside. The liquor bathroom inside.
Like the apartment. It's just that you have all 4 walls.
You can walk around your 4 walls.
Quad without
right. You're not sharing any wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let us say the other couple who still have 4 million leave at NHT, you have one, and the other person still maybe have 4 million leave at NHS, 8 million. So that now can probably get them a 1-bedroom house where they have the bedroom and the bathroom separate, right? From the living room and the kitchen. So they're now 8 million now. No, one is getting 4 million. Give me that money at 1%. 4 million at 1%, 30 years. How much do they pay?
12,865.58. 12,865.58.
And the other person is gonna get their 4 million at 5% for 40 years. Because they're younger.
But why they're paying 5%? They earn more?
Earn more. That's how we calculated it on the land. So it's 19,287.86.
Mm-hmm.
So let me add this now. So remember now, this person is building. They're getting 8 million to build because each of them still have 4 million leave. So they're getting 8 million to build. So they're going to try and build a 1-bedroom house. Or if they're skillful like me, they can get a 2-bedroom house. But they have to be skillful. They have to know some construction. Plus, they have to have some family in construction as well who is willing to help them along in a good way. So it's 25,479.90 for the land, 12 million, I keep saying million, 12,865.58 for the person who borrowed 4 million, who is older and getting it at 1%, and 19,287.86 for the person who is younger, earning more money, getting it at 4%. So in all, they're paying 57,633.34. The debt service ratio I know one time was 50%. So technically, the person who earning this 57,633.34 times 2 is 115,266.68. This is what them have to be earning combined to get this loan to go and build this house and live. The 62,416.55 times 2 is 124,833.1. So this is assuming that the debt service ratio is still 50%. However, if it is, let us say the debt service ratio is at 30%, then the 62,416.55 is now times 3. So they have to be earning 1 year the 7,249.65 combined, guys. Combined, So we divide this by 2. Each person, our combination should be earning at least 93,000. So one may be earning 150,000, next one earning 60,000, and so on. A combination of the earnings. That's what it is.
Yeah, but a lot of the complaint we get is that they don't have nobody to join with.
Why?
Hmm?
Why?
Parents not in a position to join with them, and they don't have that type of relationship with them spouse where they can join with them.
So why you even have a relationship at all? You're joining in other ways. So why, if you can join in other ways, you can't join for the prosperity? I don't understand. I'm confused.
My biggest one is when they say they have children together, but they don't want to buy a house together.
And you don't want to buy a house together. I don't get it. I'm lost.
I think it's just our society, yeah. I think we should have bought the house before we have the children. That way we know where we're gonna put the children.
Are you put yourself, man? All right. You have another question. So answer the one about the earnings. Your earnings don't have to be that fabulous. What is happening to a lot of persons is that their earnings their pay slip is attached to so many other things except a mortgage. Your pay slip attached to so many things. Like what, Tony? Attached to so many things, guys.
You got a fabulous car loan.
Yeah. The fabulous car loan.
That you think you just have to drive.
Like the famous one now is a Honda Civic. And all these young just get them first job driving. When I see the Honda Civics, I say, yeah, man, just get him first job and buy a Honda Civic. Come on, guys. Buy the house first. Buy the house first, right? When you buy the house first, you can go splurge on the Honda Civic.
The vacation loan.
The vacation loan. What about the marriage loan, the wedding loan? Not the marriage loan. Wedding loan.
Loan.
You have your pay slip attached to so many things, and these short-term loans that you're taking for school fee, like back to school now, the loan people paid now, courts and the whole of them paid now, OBF Finance and everybody, because nobody remembered that they must save the school fee, save the book fee, save all of that. This is spending.
I mean, but we live in a society where you don't need to save; you can just go borrow. Okay, you have to pay slip.
Obviously. So, Palmetto Pines is on St. John's Road, out in the outskirts. I must say that it's on the outskirts of Spanish Town, remember, not in Spanish Town where the clock is. It's on the outskirts of Spanish Town. You come to on the bypass. Come on to the bypass. Come on to St. John's, either St. John's Road, Old Harbour Road, or Job Lane. Turn, come to the intersection. Those 3 roads actually meet at a stoplight. So Featherbed Lane. Featherbed Lane, Job Lane, St. John's Road meet at a stoplight. So you can access us from either Old Harbour Road, come down Old Harbour Road, turn on the Featherbed, come on John's Road. Or you pass that and you go up more and you turn left on St. John's Road. Or you pass that and you go up more and you go to Job Lane. That's where the vehicle examination depot is. Come down, meet at the light, come on to turn right onto St. John's Road. So you're going east, no, you're going west. And Palmetto Pines is on the left. The thing is, like any new development, Once you put in the roads and so on, it will be all over for some persons. You have to come and look on the dirt first. When you walk up and down in the mud, that is when you buy. When not there, that's when you must buy, right? And I keep saying that, but people don't listen to me. Buy dirt. Dirt is what is the dirt is what is the value. Everything that you're not crying about, the oil, the gold, the silver, the minerals, the food, the this, all come from the dirt, guys. So doesn't it stand that if ever the source is the dirt, the source is not in the sky, it's not even in the rivers and seas, the source is on the land, it's the dirt. All the wealth is in the land. So if all the wealth is in the land, shouldn't you just buy all the land? It's on it. Just buy all the land you can't get, your hands can't get out. Just buy all of the land, right? That's where
Kirk had a question. Is there a specific design to build in Palmetto Pines? Are we build as we want? Thanks, Kurt.
Build with the approval of the parish council. There's a stipulation of only 2 stories though. So you're gonna build with the approval of the parish council and with the approval of the homeowners association, of which I will probably put myself on that to guide. As we're in there as well.
Right. Andrew says, when I paid the taxes, it was from overseas on my credit card. I have not paid online since 2019. If I start to pay online now, will I have the same problem to print receipts now and send it in? Thanks.
You shouldn't have that problem to send your receipts. Wait 3 days and check it back and see if it's updated. It's
updated. It gives you the receipt right away. Once you make the payment, it gives you the receipt. It's just that the payment itself won't reflect until 3 days. What she needs to know is whether or not her credit card from overseas will process a payment out here.
Okay.
That's what she needs to do. What some persons do is just get a Jamaican bank account that's attached to a Visa or Master debit card, and then just use that card to pay.
You mean our Visa debit?
Yeah.
Our Visa debit cards? Yeah. Local Visa debit card, yes.
Alicia says, is there any update on the Georgian? What's the Georgian?
Georgia closed. Okay, so Georgia closed. I thought I got back to everybody already. Georgia closed. I'm gonna hit you with that one. So we're gonna take it back off the market. So we're taking that one back off the market. The owner going in another direction because we can't complete a sale yet. So we have to wait a year or 2.
Raw and spicy.
But I thought I got back to everybody, Alicia. I'm gonna check back.
Okay. But the
way we had more than one offers on that one. Yeah, go ahead.
Raw and spicy saying, but the way the price is going up, it's hard for the common citizen to accomplish owning property right now.
No, it's not. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
They're just buying. They're looking at nice, pretty gated communities.
The key is to buy what you can afford.
Yeah.
Even me now, buy now, I have to buy what I can afford. Every time I come to the market to buy a piece of real estate, it's all about what can I afford. That's what it is. Nothing else. But what happens that you're looking outside. So if you want to buy apples, you cannot go into the orange market or the orange orchard and find apples. And that's what happens. Their money is apple money. But they keep going over to the orange market and the coconut market and look for apple, and of course you're not gonna find an apple, man. You have to buy what you can afford, right?
Ron Spicy says, right now I know of someone who's looking for a piece of property. I'll share the live with her. Maybe you guys can help her. All right, thanks. Jovan says, I'm late to class today. Hi, Jovan. And Shane says, what to do if NHT approved one of their lots and are not calling you back? what to do if NHT approved one of their lots and are not calling you back. Are not calling you back?
Not sure I understand the question. That one lose me. Write it a little clearer, Jovan.
No, that's Shane.
Shane.
Jovan says, my eyes got the best of me this morning. Oh, good morning, guys. Can I ask where are these lots located? That was kind of a times, but you did say where it was. Upper St. John's Road, like you're going to Dovecot.
They don't reach that. We're across from Green Acres. When you start seeing Green Acres, you see us.
Don says, good morning. When purchasing a property with bank financing, does the bank receive the title upon completion or does the buyer?
No, the bank.
Yes,
the bank holds the title. The bank owns the place.
The bank basically bought the place if you receive financing from the bank.
When you finish pay for the property, so you can leave the title at the bank. We tend to do that. It's safer with the bank. Because the bank has a vault and everything and a system of to sign out and all of that. So quite frankly, if you finish paying for the property, you can leave a title with the bank. You're not going to be doing anything with this title. You don't have to run and go pick up a title. But you should ensure that they discharge the lien. All right? That's what you need to ensure.
Camille says, NHT so messed up, and my serenity wants her to explain what is messed up. And Farah says, use a Capital One card or a Discovery card to pay your taxes online from overseas.
Okay, good.
And Marie says, do you have any idea of what the homeowners association fee is a month and what do they do for their community?
You're talking about Palmetto Pines. It's now set at 5,000 and they do collect 6 months up front on it. Trying to remember.
Or is 3 months?
Don't remember.
I think maybe.
I don't remember. Right. So it will cover your security at the gate, garbage collection, perimeter, and lighting if you need excess lighting and so on. Some landscaping to take care of. And you do have drains and detention ponds and roads and sidewalks and all of that need cleaning and may need some repairs as well. So that's what the homeowners association fee covers. The main one is security and the garbage collection.
Yeah. And it depends if you're like in an apartment complex, then it has elevators and swimming pool, then you pay for those things as well.
Our amenities, so like Palmetto Pines have 6-a-side football field, netball court, lawn tennis court, walking trail. Yeah, kiddies play area. Those things will need to be maintained.
Jovan says everybody eyes going shopping from their heart. Focus on what you can afford. And that's true, Jovan. And Camille
that's true. You have to buy what you can afford, and that's true with anything. You're looking for a wife, you know you must shop for what you can afford, or you're gonna have problems. Same way. Anything, look for what you can afford. No, the house is no different.
Camille says I'm 40 and NHT won't even give me a chance with one of the scheme lots. I got one in friendship and gave it up. Don't like it.
What? But you got a chance.
And gave it up.
Now, if you had taken that, you would have been able to sell it and move on to something that you really liked.
Yeah. But you see, she wants one of the.
You're talking friendship You're not talking about Fairview Park, Spanish Town friendship, are you? Because I bought Fairview Park for 175,000, 200,000 with escalation. So friendship, is it friendship in Spanish Town you're talking about? Just across from Fairview Park? I bought Fairview Park in 1989, movie 1990. So your probably friendship maybe came up 5 years later.
Or it could be like
1995.
a scheme in St. Elizabeth called Friendship Oaks. Which one was it?
You are scheme in a mobile?
Mm-hmm. Coming up called Friendship
I mean,
Oaks.
which friendship you're talking? You should have taken the opportunity. Opportunity only come one time.
Friendship
Come
Oaks
one time.
in Goshen, St. Elizabeth.
Did she took it in Goshen, St. Elizabeth?
I'm asking her if it's that friendship. It has lots selling 5.5 million for 4,200 square feet of land.
Where is that?
Friendship Oaks in Goshen, St. Elizabeth, being sold.
No, she's talking about the NHT scheme.
Friendship Oaks is an NHT scheme.
Oh. You got your chance and you blew it and you dash it to a man. Come on, man. You must give it up. Even if you don't like it, you take it same way. Do what you need to do. Resell, move it along.
Right, she's talking about
you know how much money you miss by doing that.
Not only that, too, she don't realize that with the NHT schemes appreciate quicker too because the interest rates on them are so low. NHT sells them basically at a lower rate. So even if you only keep it for a few years and sell it back, you stand to gain. You don't really stand to lose on an NHT scheme, no matter where it is.
You're dragging.
That wasn't me, that was you.
That was me.
Yeah. And I suspect it's because you're trying to do this on Wi-Fi and you didn't connect your computer directly to the Ethernet cord.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I don't even know where it is.
It's right there on the table to your right.
Is this it?
No, that's not it. Oh, wait, but we're soon come off, so you don't have to do that right now.
Oh, okay. So
right, so it's not that NHT's messed up, it's that you didn't take advantage of the opportunity that NHT presented to you.
It's like shooting a gift horse in the mouth. When NHT says, "Hey, I've called you. This is it now." Everybody run and take it. Nobody gives it up. You told it. You shoot the gift horse in the mouth.
You know how many people wait for years to be called by NHT? So the fact that you got called.
Yeah. What? Any more comments?
Let me see. Miss D, did you say that you have a studio for sale in Longville Park? How much is it going for?
Yes, I did. I think it's about 13 million enough. WhatsApp me on it.
Shane says they advertised the property I applied for, did an interview, but I didn't get a call back for the second interview. Oh no.
Did you call them and follow up?
Or more importantly, did you visit them at NHT location?
Did you visit them where?
Visit them at NHT.
Where?
Sometimes it's a simple
at the location.
You'll find you.
What you said, Tony?
Yeah, visit NHT.
Yeah. Sometimes a simple walk in there.
Yeah, or misplaced files.
Camille, you should have just take the place. You know, those stepping things are steps, you know. This is what everybody doesn't get. You have to step. You have to step. You have to start 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. We don't start at 10 because we don't bond the president's child or the kings and queens' children. You understand? You have to step from 1, 2, 3. You have to. Like me, I have to start stepping. Maybe Tony and Rachel start at 3. Maybe Xander and Xavier can start at 6. But if you just a start, you have to understand, so you have to start at 1. Right?
Shane
Or
said he did
keep the
follow up.
comments going.
I don't wonder why they didn't give Shane a second call back to the NHD house. But usually once they call you, it's yours. You just need to meet
yeah.
Yeah.
You follow them up. And if you don't get in on that one, you force them to call if you're next one. Walk behind them, man.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't voluntarily give it up. And then I pray now so them are going to call you back.
Yeah, only 2 different cases we're talking about. Camille's case with NHD is different from Shane's case with NHD.
So Camille was the one who gave it up.
Yeah.
And Shane, they called Shane, interviewed him, and then didn't call him back.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, that's it for the end, Mom. We're at the end. True.
We're at the end. Everybody remember that the wealth is in the land. When you get the opportunity to put your name on a title, seize it. With everything that it is worth, seize it. The land appreciation is the only thing that is going to keep pace with inflation. Nothing else that you buy is going to going to do that, right?
They said because of Hurricane Beryl, it went on pause. But look how long Hurricane Beryl paused. They don't take it off pause yet.
Hurricane Beryl in Antonia, 2 months that. So you have to walk up and down behind them.
Yeah.
You have to walk up and down. As Garrett saying, let's learn. Let's not cry over spilt milk. Let's learn from it and move on. When granted an opportunity to explore all possibilities before making a decision. For me personally, when granted an opportunity to own land, I'm going to seize it. Could I in one bush? Could I then way off of the beaten track? It no matter. Whether I like it or not, a cheap opportunity like that. And I'll give you another example. I saw a housing agency with some lands out in Port Maria. And I went out there, looked at the place and said, I don't like it. My boss was following behind me because I told him about it, but I went earlier than him. And I called him and said, no, I don't like that place. I'm going to keep driving. And I started driving along the North Coast, coming into Arcabis and those places. And I'm saying, yeah, man, the place look nice and good. I'm going to start calling a couple of the sign and I realized, I said, if you have 6 million, 5 million at a time. Housing agency of Jamaica's lands were 700,000, 600,000, 900,000. Them monkey money there. When he came, he liked it because some of the lots had a sea view. I said, all right, him like it. We have the opportunity, let me not fool around with this. And we both chose lots beside each other too. We both chose lots. He bought cash. I took a loan from Jamaica National. Pay him a little, was 10,000 a month or whatever. I forget about the land. Actually, at one point, I was going to build a house on it to put my father, but he refused. He didn't want to go there, so. And I kept the land. And then I was able to sell back the land at a profit, right? The location is a part of the thing. And the thing is, when I bought Spanish Town, everybody said, don't buy Spanish Town, gunshot of fire, this, that. But the location, people pump in your head. Location. Location is king. Location is this. Location is that. But the truth is, if you're in a certain section of the market, you're in a certain section of this market, the home ownership is important to you, you grab it. As your pay raise, get up big in a life, you switch out. That's what it is, right? The location, yes, it may be important to me as an investor. It is also important to a person who wants somewhere to live. It's important. But there, that same those locations, nothing wrong with them. People live there. You don't have to live there either. You can rent it out. Go and save your money. Then you grab the equity from that, sell it, and you go to where you really want to go. That's what it is about. All right. So,
Yeah, God says, a
Mr.
bird in
Jones,
the hand is worth two in the bushes.
bird in the hand is worth two in the bushes. Yeah. So if the
Worth more than two in the bushes.
bird is in the bush, you can't get him. It's better one in your hand. So a bird.
Mm-hmm.
We have this challenge in our heads with location, this place, because I've been so many around Jamaica. But me just them things are not really bother me, quite frankly. Matter of fact, I'm safer living in the ghettos. But outside of the ghetto, there's a little fear factor. People drive up to you and all of that. When you say sleep with your window, you know. So I know the thing
Angela
with
is
the
asking you,
location and the this and the that. And brain are mixed up. But do not shoot a gift horse in HT, agency maker. These agencies in our country, those are gift horses. So when they call you, you get an opportunity to move towards it, right? And you don't have to wait on NHT. You can buy your property in other developments around the island. You don't have to wait on NHT. All right. So Tony, you have anything else?
final question. Angela wants to know, how much do you increase your rental unit per year?
7.5%. Remember, you can put it in the contract. So when you rent it to the people, you can just put it in the contract up front that 2025, this month, the rent is going to be increased 7.5%. That way it is there up front and you don't have to be hassling with them down the line, right?
Mm-hmm.
Walk behind them, Camille.
She said
Walk
there's a
behind them.
out.
Government-owned land for agriculture, Tony. I see that popping up. No, not RADA. Can I ask RADA? Ministry of Agriculture. It's not buy government land, you know, it's lease.
Mm-hmm.
Government has sell land. And then more take with that. Yeah, it's more lease. You're going to get that. Call the Ministry of Agriculture and ask them. And they'll point you in the right directions. Or go to the website, right? Go to the website for them. Lots of information is there.
Carly, you can purchase government land too.
Where? Sometimes if you go onto the titles office website, you will see them have lands coming up to for sale, you know. That is NLA.
But it's mostly leases.
Yeah, mostly lease. Which site you went to?
I'm on Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries.
Yeah, Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. Which section?
What section is this? Oh, this is just like a article where they're talking about leasing 1,500 acres to 150 applicants. It's not. It's
can get more political.
Very competitive. They had 150 applicants and only 30 persons were selected.
Right, very competitive. Mhm.
But I'm
You
seeing
can
here you can apply to purchase land as well from the government, but you where a prospective purchaser has identified government land that he wishes to purchase, then an application expressing interest in acquiring government land should be forwarded to Commission of Lands by way of a letter. The letter should state the name and location of the property, the size of the property, and the proposed usage. You also need to provide a business plan setting out um,
now it
use of
gets in.
property, financing of the property, and what kind of commercial activity is going to take place on the property. Also, you can't just buy it and put it down.
Right. No, the land is to be used, you know.
Mm-hmm.
People buy land and put on all the time, but the land is to be used, man. If you go onto the Elan website as well, I'm trying to remember which section. Their website, I think it's on the front page, you know. Scroll down where it says uh, news, sale of properties. Yes, Tony. Go to the NLA website. No, it don't necessarily. Sometimes it's not land. It's not agricultural land, but you can look at it. Do you have? You have it up,
Trying to
Tony?
bring it up.
Yeah. Go to Ministry of Agriculture. Go to the. You can ask Commissioner of Lands too. Commissioner of Lands office. You can call them as well. Commissioner of Lands is the government body arm that owns
In
government lands
name
all
here.
over Jamaica. Yes. So see, somewhere sale. So you're there. That is actually what you're looking for.
Hmm. It looks like it's just a residential lot. This one.
Huh?
No, this particular one that I just clicked on is like it's just residential lot. Westgate Hills.
Mhm. You can click on look all. You can click on all and just see all of them at a scroll, right? There are lots of them.
Not saying where is where.
All right, so those of you interested in those, you can put in your tender bids. Me personally can't be bothered with the whole heap of rigmarole. All right, send me a WhatsApp. Let me tell you the land. But you want to buy land? You said buy, right? Send me a message. Let me see where you want the land. How and not how much, but where you want the land? Yes, how much? 5 acre, 10 acres. Give me a minimum and a maximum. And the parish. The parish. I can jump on the system and send you all of the agricultural land that's available. And I can check other systems to find some. All right,
Angela is
Tony.
asking Miss Davis, what is the starting price for a one bedroom house for rent?
Depends on where.
Yeah, depends on where it is.
Yeah, depends on where.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Garrett says he'll give us a call, and Marie Angel says, "Oh, the starting point depends on where. A one bedroom house or rent. You have one
Yeah,
bedroom in Kingston, maybe not. You have Portmore.
out here in Spanish Town, 65 gated community, one bedroom house.
Right.
So it depends.
That's a ballpark. If you're in Kingston, you're talking about apartments, not one bedroom house. But you're talking about anywhere from 50 up, I would imagine. But Tony says 65. So anywhere from 50 to 65, yeah. Andrea says, Miss Davis, you remind me of my mother. Go get her. I'm enjoying your channel. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Andrea.
Angela said it's Old Arbor area, St. Catherine.
You might not get the 65 in. No, Old Harbor. You have one bedroom house in Old Harbor. That sound like the Gore house is across from Avery. Or is it those?
Those are gated or non-gated?
I don't remember. Could have been gated. I remember looking at them when they were being sold. All right. So, Tony, any more questions?
No, that's
Yeah,
it.
you can ask for anywhere between 40 to 65 or 50 to 65, anywhere in that region. Hi, T. Burrell, 123. Hi, nice to catch up with you too. All right, so I am heading to the North Coast, guys. So I have book club at 10 o'clock. So you only catching the after.
Oh.
What is Angel saying? No residential, what that mean?
I think she probably just
There
said
is one Portland. Second is St. Elizabeth. Well, Portland is more expensive than St. Elizabeth. More money in Portland. St. Elizabeth, less money. But reach out and tell me what you're looking for. You might have more. Depends on where you want to grow to, Gary. Certain parts of the island grow certain things better than others. That much I'm finding out since I'm now into this farming journey. So like banana planting and stuff, St. Mary. Melon, pumpkin and stuff, St. Elizabeth. And that's for sure Portland grow yet. But Portland originally was banana, you know. Come to think of it.
Oh. All right, Mom, we need to log off, but you need to go.
All right. Yeah, I need to get out of here. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. So we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
All of a sudden, I'm sneezing.